Okay, welcome everybody to lesson 10. Today we're going to go through some articulations. The ones that we're going to address in this lesson are the staccato, accent and tenuto markings and their meanings for us when we play music. So this marking is called a staccato marking. It directs us to play the note under which it is placed so that it sounds detached from the surrounding notes. It can also be thought to be sounding spiky. However, I do want to note that staccato is not necessarily a harsh sound and can be created in a quiet, dynamic and soft tone. A general rule of thumb is to sound the note for half of its value. Although a note with a staccato marking may only sound for half of the time of its value, we still grant the note its full time value through the brief silence that may follow before playing the ensuing notes in their correct and due time. The next symbol is an accent. It directs musicians to accent the note so that it sounds at a louder dynamic than the surrounding notes. This marking is called tenuto. It directs us to play the notes so that it sounds for its full value or duration and or slightly louder. You may see this symbol in conjunction with other articulations. For example, in this instance, we have a tenuto marking and a staccato marking referring to the same note. This allows us to assume that in this instance, the tenuto symbol is acting as an accent. In the second instance, we have an accent and tenuto articulations referring to the same note. This allows us to assume that in this instance, the tenuto symbol is indicating that the note is held for the full extent of its value, so kind of milking it if you were to play it. When there is only a tenuto symbol, it can indicate both of these directions or either or. Usually the musical context informs musicians as to which is more suitable. This marking is known as fermata, or more colloquially as a pause mark. It directs musicians to pause on the note for a duration that is left to the performer's discretion. Musical context and feel largely inform this. This marking is called Staccatissimo. It directs musicians to accent notes so that it sounds louder than the other notes and in such a way that it sounds for the duration of half of its value. As stated before, I want to emphasize that it sounds for approximately half of its value. However, the note is granted its full duration through the silence that follows. This symbol is called marcato. It is a louder and more intense version of the standard accent mark, which, as you may remember, looks like this. Okay, so that is it for lesson 10. I did go through quite a lot in quite a short space of time there, so by all means do watch this back a couple of times. And if you are still unsure about anything, please do let me know and I will explain it in a different way in a further video. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next week.